So this video is about the question, did I pay too much for my home? Hey everybody, Dan Forbes. I'm standing in one of the many parks here in Cedar Park, Texas. Cedar Park got its name because it was a small town at one point that was established near a park, and now there's just scores and scores of parks in Cedar Park, Texas, so it certainly lives up to its name. And hey, if this is your first time to my channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living here and working here and playing here, you've come to the right place. But before you leave, be sure you subscribe to my channel, hit the bell so that you'll be notified every time a new video is posted. And I tell you, I get calls and texts and emails almost every day from people that are thinking about moving here. So if you are at all thinking about moving or relocating to Cedar Park, Leander, Liberty Hill, North Austin, Pflugerville, Round Rock, Georgetown, this is the place that you need to be. But so I've laid a question on the table that I've been hearing from some buyers lately, and that is, did I pay too much for my home? So let's answer that question right now. So last week I had listed a property. Let's say it was priced at $500,000, and within 48 hours we had over 10 offers on that property, and the highest bidder on the property had bid $150,000 above the asking price. The next highest bidder had bid $130,000 above the asking price. Well, the seller signed a contract with the highest bidder, of course. You know, that sort of makes sense. $150,000 over asking price. I mean, the seller was very happy about that. But within the 3-day option period, the buyer got cold feet and decided to terminate the contract. So what happened? Well, you know, they begin to have what's called buyer's remorse and begin to wonder if they were really paying too much for the property. So I'm seeing more and more of that happening right now in our Austin, Texas market, because whenever a property goes on the market, just within hours, it has multiple offers on it. I think we had maybe 23 showings on that property on day number one. And so that's very common to have 20, 30, 40, 50 offers on a home. And so a home that is priced around $500,000 is getting offers up into the 20s at least, and those offers are more than 20% above the asking price. So have you ever heard of buyer's remorse? So whenever you've bought a car or made a big purchase, like maybe a giant screen TV, and you left the parking lot, a lot of times buyers will begin to second guess and wonder, you know, did they pay too much? Was that the right decision? Well, just think about, you know, offering $150,000 above the asking price of a home just to beat out other offers. I mean, I could just imagine the feelings and emotions that buyers are going through in this market right now. But is it overpaying? Well, most of these buyers are also waiving appraisals, which means if the appraisal comes in lower than the asking price, they're going to bring the difference in cash. But what is market value? Well, you know, just sort of a layman's market value definition is, market value is what a willing seller is willing to sell for, and a willing buyer is willing to offer and pay for a home. And it's a transaction that there's no duress, it's at arm's length, nobody's related to each other, and that property closes. That is the true market value of a property. But the thing is, here in our market in the last 3 months, we've had so little inventory that we've been in a situation where buyers are in bidding wars against scores of other buyers, and so they're just having to offer so much above asking price that it's really making them worry, did they pay too much for the home? Now, if you turned around and we're going to sell that market in the next 6 months, what's the market going to be like? Well, I'll tell you what, we don't really expect to experience too much difference here in the Austin market. Well, we may not be having the bidding wars that we're having now, but we are certainly not expecting prices to go down. Of course, there's never a guarantee. Is it possible to pay too much? Yep, it is possible to pay too much. But when there are multiple other buyers that are willing to pay the same thing or almost the same thing, you know, that's telling me that is the market value for the home. You know, one of the things that I do as a realtor is I counsel my clients. I help them work through their emotions in a transaction. I mean, I was a pastor for almost 2 decades before I went into real estate. I also have a minor degree in counseling, and I am a certified executive coach. So, you know, I know how to coach people. I know how to have conversations to help them work through those difficult emotions. So if that's you and you wanting to move here to the Cedar Park, Texas area, remember, I've got your back. So we were answering the question, did I pay too much for my home? Listen, if you are at all thinking about moving to Cedar Park, Leander, Liberty Hill, Pflugerville, Round Rock, Georgetown, Austin, Texas, you know, you are at the right place, and I would be so happy to help you. But you've got to do one thing. You've got to reach out to me. So look down in the description below, and you'll see how that you can call me, text me, email. Heck, I don't care. Send me a carrier pigeon. But take action. Do something. Reach out to me. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so that you'll be notified when new videos are posted every week. Also, right about now, you're beginning to see some other videos pop up from my channel. I invite you to click on those, take a look at all the videos on my channel so that you can get familiar with just how great and wonderful Cedar Park, Texas is. Thank you. See you next week.